Cooper Flagg, the best American prospect in ages, has great playmaking ability, shooting ability, and really good defensive ability as well. He has a chance to change a franchise's trajectory. I'm excited to talk about him today, the day of the draft lottery this is being recorded. The day one franchise's history is changed forever. Whether it's the Utah Jazz getting their first ever number 1 overall pick, or a team like the Spurs, who have drafted David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama with their first overall selections. This prospect carries the hopes and the chance to see a team raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy above their heads. Let's dive deep into Cooper Flagg's story. Now, to talk about Flagg, we have to start his freshman year in high school. Flagg put up 20.5 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 6.2 assists per game, 3.7 steals per game, and 3.7 blocks per game. With those numbers, he won the main Gatorade Player of the Year, the first time ever a freshman were to do so, which resulted in him being the second best prospect in the 2025 recruiting class. Yes, at this point a couple years ago, he was expected to be entering his collegiate career at this time. But after his sophomore year, he reclassified to the 2024 recruiting class, in which he became the number 1 overall player ranked. He is a year younger than pretty much everyone in that class, and he was the best player. He then went on to commit to Duke, a move he'd greatly benefit from. But before we get to his college career, we need to talk about his international career. Cooper Flagg won a gold medal in the Under-17 FIBA World Cup. He averaged 9.3 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, and 2.9 blocks per game, as well as 2.4 steals per game. In the gold medal game, he scored 10 points with 17 rebounds, 8 steals, and 4 blocks, winning the USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year. But that wouldn't be his last time in helping a USA team before stepping on the college court. Cooper Flagg was invited out to help train with and prepare Team USA for the 2024 Summer Olympics, and Flagg turned heads. With quotes from NBA people, Jim Boylan, an assistant coach for the Indiana Pacers, said Cooper Flagg was unbelievable. Jalen Duren, a young rising NBA center, said, "He showed no fear. He came and worked hard every day. You would think he's already here. You know what I mean." But it wasn't just people working with Flagg that noticed him. NBA All-Star Devin Booker took notice and said, "He wants it. You see how bad he wants it." These are guys at the top level of the basketball world taking notice of him before he even steps on the college court and becomes the Cooper Flagg we're all familiar with now. This was before he was a household name, and everyone who watched him realized how special he truly was. Flagg would have his college debut on November 4th, 2024. He put up 18 points with 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals against his home state, Maine Black Bears. The debut is noticeable because he was 17 at the time. He'd played the first 6 weeks of his college career at 17 years old, going against iconic brands like Kansas and Kentucky during that period, losing both, but against Kentucky, putting up 26 points and 12 rebounds, starting to get more national attention on him. But also during that stretch, he played against 2 other really good teams. Against Arizona, Duke dominated behind Flagg's 24 points. Then they'd play the Auburn Tigers, the team who was regarded as the best team during the regular season, and at the time, the odds-on favorites to win the national championship. Heading into that game, Auburn was undefeated. After that game, they were not. Flagg was a big reason why, scoring 22 points and 11 rebounds, leading Duke to a big-time win before he was even eligible to vote in the United States. He'd go on and have a phenomenal season, winning the ACC Player of the Year and ACC Rookie of the Year, also winning the National College Basketball Player of the Year. He was also named First-Team All-American. Truly a phenomenal season for a guy who was 17 when it started. Cooper Flagg would help take Duke to the Final Four. Unfortunately, they lost to the Houston Cougars. But in that game, Cooper Flagg put up 27 points. And I've seen some people be critical about the end of the game situation against Houston. Here's a couple things to remember. 1, he's still 18 years old. And 2, that Houston defense was amazing. At one point in the year, they were giving up, I believe, around 50 points per game. But Flagg put up 27. That's more than half of what Houston gives up per game to a team. Cooper Flagg had an amazing season, and he capped it off with a great performance against Houston. They just were unable to close it out in the final stretches against another great team. But that's nothing to worry about, because Cooper Flagg has showed all the promise in the world that he is ready for the NBA. Now, it's time for the next part of the Cooper Flagg story. He is entering the NBA draft, and at 18 years old, he'll be drafted and make his debut. He'll be the first 18-year-old drafted first overall since Dwight Howard in 2004. It's been 21 years since it's happened. It's a rare thing in the modern NBA, and it shows how transcendent of a talent Cooper Flagg is. To go into a league filled with grown men and be 18 years old when you're going to make your NBA professionalized basketball debut shows how amazing his potential is. Now, there are many teams who are vying for his services, as you have the Washington Wizards, who have been tanking for a couple years now, the Utah Jazz, who have started their whole deconstruction of a team, the Charlotte Hornets, who are looking for someone besides LaMelo Ball, or maybe someone even better than him. Or maybe you look at the San Antonio Spurs, who are gearing up to make a run for the playoffs next year, but Cooper Flagg would be a really nice piece to add to that. Maybe the Philadelphia 76ers, who had a very down year with injuries and poor decisions made last offseason. All that can be rectified with just getting one lucky lottery ball. And that's what makes us so fun, is that all 14 teams vying to get the number one overall pick have that slim chance of hope. Dallas Mavericks fans, after seeing Luka Doncic traded, could get Cooper Flagg. Chicago Bulls fans, who had been begging for a full-on rebuild, could get Cooper Flagg. All these teams, all these fan bases who want that guy, the guy who everyone expects to be a top 5 player within a couple of years, it's what makes the draft lottery fun. And all I can say is, whoever does draft Cooper Flagg, please don't ruin him. He's a special basketball talent, and this is a guy the whole basketball world wants to enjoy for many, many years. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And hey, if you'd share this, I'd greatly appreciate it. Just going to keep on grinding away videos in this channel. The NFL draft is what I did a lot of videos on. Had to change it up, had to go NBA, and hey, I watch a lot of college basketball. Why not make some prospect videos for the NBA draft? I may not be able to have all the insight I do for football, but I have a pretty decent amount of insight for basketball as well. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned and have a great day.